You can become active operators of your nervous system. If you're able to do this, you can reduce and release anxiety, stress, depression, trauma, amongst other mental health challenges. So this information has been a breakthrough for people that have been struggling with this for years.
Hi, I'm Christine, the nervous system regulator. I help you reset and regulate your nervous system brain so you can heal from the inside out.
So today we're going to talk about autonomic pairing. And autonomic is from the autonomic nervous system. And it's okay if you're not familiar with the nervous system or the different parts of your nervous system, or even if you didn't know that the autonomic nervous system is just one part, and apply this to real life situations. It's just think of the prefix, think of auto. So these are things that automatically happen in your nervous system day to day. You don't have to think about it. There's a nerve called the vagus nerve. It's the 10th cranial nerve. It's called the wandering nerve because it wanders all over your body, from the bottom of your brain stem down both sides of the neck, all the way through, touching all the major organs except your adrenals, and it ends in your second transverse colon. So just think head to tail, okay? It reaches everything. Well, the important thing about this nerve, there's little parasympathetic fibers, and these fibers help put your organs into rest and digest mode. Parasympathetic, you might have heard this term as part of your nervous system as rest and digest, and then sympathetic as fight or flight, okay? Neither of these are actually good or bad, and I'll explain why. Most of the time, when you're in parasympathetic, it does help ground you, it helps centers you, and it helps put you in the present mode. That's the most important thing to remember. And then when we're in sympathetic, sometimes, and if it's not an acute situation, it brings our stress level way too high. That can increase inflammation, which can then lead to health conditions down the road. And I think if you're human, I think we all go through stress, right? And we all go through anxiety, right? I think it's just a natural part of ebb and flow of life. Well, a doctor named Dr. Porges is the doctor that we all give this credit to. And he discovered a theory in 1994 that I'm going to sprinkle in a very accessible way. Now, before we dive into this, here's one of your takeaways. When we were younger, this is when like our emotional patterns start developing from age 0 to 8. This is when all of our beliefs, our values, our perceptions are formed. So this will determine how the nervous system responds to certain situations and stimuli. Something could have happened to you either very traumatic when you were younger, or it might be something very light. It might be something that you didn't even remember, but your nervous system stored it. And so now, even all these years later, it still thinks your body is under attack. It still tries to protect your body. These are things I'm going to help you learn how to release. These are questions I'd like you to ask yourself. What were the beliefs and what was the mindset around money? Remember now, this is when you're 0 to 8 years old, okay? So you're going to remember some and not, right? What were the beliefs and mindset around money? What was the mindset around health? What were the values of your household? So a lot of this, obviously, we learned from our parents. How did your parents respond to stress? What was the perception of the world around them? I'll share that one perception was that we needed to work really, really hard in long hours and maybe overtime in order to make it by. That was something that I learned when I was little. Okay, that was a perception that was formed from my family. I have since chose to release that and move from that, and you can too. Here's something else. And these are all journal prompts. You can write these down now, but these are journal prompts that I'm going to put as questions because they're really, really powerful. What did you watch on TV besides, like, I don't know, Scooby-Doo or something? So my point is, think about it. When kids watch TV, I want you to think of yourself, not your own kids if you do have children, but think about when you were younger from 0 to 8. A lot of times when we watch TV, it was impossible for our parents to get our attention, right? Just think of the concept of TV. TV is literally sucking us in. It's called a TV program because the TV literally programs our beliefs, our values, our perceptions. And as kids, a lot of our parents might have been working 1 or 2 or 3 jobs, and we might have been watching a lot more TV than maybe people do these days. So just take some time to reflect on those questions, to reflect on these things, because it's important to understand how we were raised and how we respond to certain situations today because of that.
If you want to be more connected, you can join our private community, Chronic Stress Anonymous, for the high performer and recovering perfectionist. See the link below. Remember, you are pure love. Embrace it.